After measuring the tiny galley on our sailboat, I realized I need to start training, like now. So today I'm cooking in my full-size kitchen as if it's the size of a shoebox. This should be humbling.
Hi, I'm Jessie, the mama behind the Suburban Mermaid. After years of suburban life, I'm trading cul-de-sacs for coastlines and sailing around the world with my family. My husband Jay is a lifelong sailor, but me, I barely know port from starboard. What I do know is I want our daughter JoJo to grow up chasing sunsets instead of schedules. So we're downsizing to a small waterfront condo in Florida, fixing up our free sailboat that's been sunk twice, then setting sail on adventures. Subscribe to follow my real, unfiltered adventure as I navigate motherhood by the water, poolside, dockside, and beachside, and prove that you don't need to know everything to start a new dream.
So I have decided, since my whole entire family, including myself, is recovering from a head cold and we're stuck at home, and we're going a little stir crazy. Can you see this little thing? That I would be practicing or trying to come up with family meals in a galley-sized kitchen, in my own kitchen. So if you remember from the last episode, Jay measured out our galley counter space and it was 25 inches by 19 inches. So I have a measuring tape and I'm gonna be measuring off our counter at home and then creating meals just from that space. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so this is, if you look down here, some of my kitchen counter in my proper kitchen, but these are the galley measurements which I will be using. This is very humbling. So this is the amount of counter space that I have on the boat without a single cooking appliance on board either. So let's have the miniature galley kitchen boot camp begin.
I had this Pinterest-like vision of lemons in a tiny basket and a cute spice rack. Then reality said, sweetie, you don't even have room for your oregano.
Also, quickly want to mention that I forgot, we do have a sink on the counter space as well. So I have marked this off in tape and I won't be using this for prep work because in real life, this is going to be a sink. So that just makes it a little bit more difficult, but we will figure it out. And I will be bringing along a trusty multi-cooker as a appliance to cook anything and everything. So this beast has sear, steam, slow cook proof. And you can do chicken, beef, pork, seafood, soup, beans, chili, dessert. So a lot of anything and everything we'd want to cook on board, we can do. And this has different levels to it. So I can cook, like if I'm doing like a beef rice recipe, I can cook them in different levels at the same time. So it all comes out at one, which is awesome. So hopefully this works in this tiny space.
If I didn't have my multi-cooker with me and our boat had a gimbaled stove oven, I'd store the following on the boat: one burner, one pot, one pan, one great knife, a cutting board that doubled as a coaster, and a single bowl, singular, just one. For my first few test runs, I'm making a couple of different meals: a Texas chili, a ginger beef rice bowl, and a pork skewers with Thai green beans, all from my multi-cooker. Because on a boat, less dishes, less chaos, and more time rescuing JoJo from whatever new adventure she's inventing.
Okay, so this is a lot harder than I thought. There's like nowhere to put anything. I'm a little helper now. She's testing wafer cookies. But the counter is full with the multi-cooker. The sink is going to be full in no time. The multi-cooker will also be full because you can cook multiple things at one time in it, so that's nice. Yeah, yum! But this is a lot more difficult than I thought, so I'm giving credit to all the sailors out there cooking on their boats. Kudos.
I learned quickly that cooking small isn't just about space. It's about strategy, like Tetris, but with onions. So here's what I've learned so far. 1. Prep everything before you start. 2. Anything that can be a one-pan meal should be. 3. Storage containers are your best friend. 4. Cut everything smaller. Tiny boat equals tiny pieces equals tiny mess. And 5. Don't cook anything you've never made before. Learning the hard way on a boat just feels extra personal.
And 6. Don't attempt anything chaotic when your sous chef is under the age of 2.
So now I'm prepping for a life of minimal cold food because nothing fits, minimal frozen food because the freezer is a fairy tale, produce that lasts 9 seconds in humidity, and provision stops where the only options are crackers and one hotted onion.
I'm definitely becoming a canned food girly. Beans, tomatoes, soup, chickpeas, welcome aboard.
I'm beginning to think that sailors basically run on shelf-stable ingredients, pasta, canned everything, sauces that could outlive humanity, and a shocking number of crackers.
We're gonna be fishing a lot, and Jay's thrilled, and I'm excited about it too. But I'm trying to count up all the ways I know how to prepare fish, and I'm gonna need more ways. So send me your ways.
I didn't realize how many seafood recipes I'd need. Tuna, mahi, snapper, grouper, basically becoming fluent in spontaneous seafood cuisine. I did not think about dishes, but on a boat, water is limited, the sink is teeny tiny, and every dish you dirty is a personal attack on your future self. Some anchorages have gorgeous markets, others just crackers. So it's all about planning, rationing, improvising, and laughing through it.
And after this week of Galley boot camp, I've come to the conclusion that this is all fun. It's exciting because it means that we're getting closer to actually setting sail and doing some family excursions. And we're becoming canned vegetable champions at the same time. So that's a win. So I'll keep practicing these Galley boot camp meals until Jay's like, hey babe, we're ready to set sail. And then we'll just do them in our galley instead of at home. And we're excited about that whenever that day pops up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this episode so that you can watch further chaos as I learn how to be a first-time mom and how to be a first-time sailor all at the same time. Also, if you have any awesome on-boat recipes or camper recipes, especially if they're seafood related, I would love to hear about them. Gotta go.
Thanks for splashing in. Catch you on the next wave. Mermaid out.